And well, let's get started. Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. If this is the first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notification every single time that I post a video, and I post every single week. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be all the horror films and series that will be coming this month, October. It's a lot. Like, this video is probably going to be very long, so I'm going to be as quick as possible because I don't want to get like talking the same thing over and over. So I'm going to be as quick as possible because it's a lot, like a lot of series and horror movies, of course, that are coming. Of course, the best month of the year. It wouldn't come as a surprise. Of course not. It's October, but it's a lot. So of course I will be giving you the titles and where to watch them and when they will be coming out. So without giving much, let's get into the video. The first thing that is coming is the Interview with a Vampire series that will be coming to AMC on October the 2nd. The series is going to follow the Louis de Pointes epic story of love, blood, and the perils of immortality as told to the journalist Daniel Molloy. Now, I saw the trailer, but I didn't react to it. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't think that I will be watching this series. I will be talking way deeper about this at the end of the video. This is an important announcement, but most of the things that I will be talking here, I will not be able to review them because I will be going on a trip for 3 weeks. But like I said, I'm going way deeper in that at the end of the video, so just a warning for it. Next, it's coming on October 5th to Netflix, Mr. Harrigan's Phone. Now, the film follows Craig, that is a young boy living in a small town, who befriends older reclusive billionaire Mr. Harrigan. When the man passes away, the boy discovers that not everything it's dead is gone, and finds himself able to communicate with his friend from the grave through the iPhone that was buried with him. This kind of sounds interesting, I'm not gonna lie, but this is a film that is going to take me a while to watch it, but it looks interesting, I'm not gonna lie. So like I said, coming to Netflix. Now, also coming on October 5th is coming the first episode of the second season of Chucky, the series that will be airing on Sci-Fi and USA Network. Now, this series, just like I did last year, I will be reviewing it once it has been completed. Not like I did with American Horror Stories, that I did each individual episode, like I said, because I'm living on a trip. I will not be able to watch all the episodes as they come out, so I need to wait so I can watch them all together, or at least I think I may be able to watch them, but of course I'm not reviewing them. But I prefer to just do a whole review of the series, since I can like compile everything together instead of doing like each individual episode. But I am really excited for this one because if you haven't watched season 1, you should, because it's so good. I think that the first season is available on Peacock, if I am not mistaken, or if they took it from there, but I know that it was on Peacock, but it's really good. Next, we have coming on October 6th to movie theaters, Terrifier 2. This one is going to follow after being resurrected by a sinister entity. Art the Clown returns to the themed town of Miles County, where he targets a teenage girl and her younger brother on Halloween night. This one has already good reviews. If you haven't watched the first one, it's actually available on YouTube. It's really good. It's a B horror film, but it's really good. This one is actually way longer. The first one, it's 1 hour and 20 something minutes. The second one is adds an hour, so it's going to be 2 hours and 20 something minutes. And for what I have read, it goes beyond what the first film did. It's even better, so I am really excited to see Art the Clown. This one, I am so sad about the fact that will not be even coming to theaters from where I live. So even if I had been on my hometown for when the film came out, still I wasn't going to be able to watch it. So this one, God only knows how much I'm going to wait to see it on a streaming service. But to the lucky ones that will be able to watch it on theaters, enjoy it for me because it looks really good. Also coming on October 6th to Shudder is Deadstream. This one is going to follow A disgraced internet personality attempts to win back his followers by live streaming one night alone in a haunted house. But when he accidentally pisses off a Bengal spirit, his big comeback event becomes a real-time fight for his life. That premise reminds me a little bit to Speed, that it's a 2020 kind of found footage horror film. It's available on Hulu, but instead of this person trying to like bring his followers back, he's trying to gain followers by like recording everything that he does, but of course he's not successful, so he starts killing people in order to get more views. It's a pretty average film, I'm not gonna lie, but if you're interested, like I said, it's in Hulu, and this one will be coming to Shudder on October 6th. Coming out next on October 7th, one of the most anticipated horror films of the month, Hellraiser. This one is going to be available on Hulu. Now this one is going to follow a take on Clive Baker 1987 horror classic where a young woman struggling with addiction comes into possession of an ancient puzzle box, unaware that its purpose is to summon the Cenobites. I don't even know how it's pronounced. I did the reaction to the trailer actually just last week. This one hurts me a lot that you guys won't be hearing a review from me because I will be reviewing this until almost the end of the month. But trust me, you guys are going to have my review because I am really interested into this film. Like, it looks really good. I am really excited to see what they added, since it's promised that this is supposed to be a closer version of the book. If you haven't read it, it's a really good book. Of course, the 1987, it's a classic, like, of course, but I am really interested to see this new version and to see what can add to the franchise, because sadly this franchise has been lacking good films for a very long time. Now, also coming on October 7th, we have Mike Flanagan's series, The Midnight Club. The series is going to follow a group of 5 terminally ill patients at Clive Hospice who begin to gather together at midnight to share scary stories. Mike Flanagan, his job is amazing. Like, of course, we have The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass. Such a good series. If you haven't watched it already, that's a masterpiece. Like, all of his work, like, the man, he really knows how to do horror. So this one looks really good. Sadly, I will not be giving any type of review of this series, but definitely I will be watching it because it looks really good. Now next, also on October 7th, coming to on demand, it's The Visitor. This one is going to follow after a series of tragedy. Roberts moves his wife back to her childhood home. After he discovers an old portrait of a man who looks like him, he goes down a rabbit hole to discover the identity of this mysterious doppelganger. Doppelgangers in horror can be really or interesting or an awful and cliche film, so it's like one way or another. But looks interesting, I'm not gonna lie, but once again, a film, I will not be reviewing it, but it looks interesting. Like, I am not excited for it, but it looks interesting. Like, that's it. That's the only word I can say. Now, coming on October 8th to Sci-Fi, it's Bring It On, Cheer or Die. I never thought in a million years that a film from the Bring It On franchise would turn into horror, but it happened. Now, the film is going to follow when a cheer squad practices the routines on a Halloween weekend on an abandoned school. They are picked off one by an unknown killer. Sounds very slasher, maybe a little bit basic. Sci-Fi did a remake of a Slumber Party Massacre, and it wasn't precisely the best things, so I don't know how to feel about the film. So I feel like the film probably is going to be like just a basic take on slasher and with a mix of cheerleaders. But maybe if this is the thing that you like, you may be more interested than me into watching this one. Now, coming next on October 9 is going to be the series Let the One Right In. This is going to be airing on Showtime every single Sunday. The series is going to follow a 12-year-old girl who lives a close-in life after turning into a vampire, only able to go out at night. Her father does his best to provide her with the minimal amount of human blood she needs to stay alive. Of course, we have the original version, we have the remake, and now we have this. I really like the original, and the remake I didn't dislike it. I don't really know the general take of it. I don't know if people hate it or they were just like not bothered by it. But I can watch either the original or the remake. But this series, I don't know how to feel about it since I don't think that this story needs another adaptation. So I will not be watching this like at all. Like I have Showtime, but I don't think that this is the type of series that will be interested enough to give it a watch. Maybe later when I see some reviews about it, but being honest, this doesn't take my attention. Now, coming on October 10th to Hulu is the film Grim Cuddy. This one is a little bit weird, but this one is going to follow a scary internet meme called Grim Cuddy stirs up panic amongst all the parents in town, convinced it's making their kids harm themselves and others. Now, this one, like having the fact that Hulu has give so much horror this year and really good ones, I don't think that this one will be good. Like I may be wrong, but for the trailer and the premise alone, I don't feel like this film may be as good as others, and definitely I wouldn't watch this. Like I am definitely not interested enough into watching this. Now, coming on October 13th to Netflix, we have Ryan Murphy's new miniseries, The Watcher. This one is going to follow a married couple moving into their dream house is being threatened by terrifying letters from a stalker signing The Watcher. Now, Ryan Murphy just released another one of his projects that it's Dammer. The series is on Netflix. It's a really good series about the case. If you haven't watched it, um, it's pretty graphic, I'm not gonna lie, but I knew already about the case, so I am not surprised by the things that happened. But it's a really good series. Ryan Murphy, even after the latest flops with American Horror Story, I think that he has talent, so I am glad that he's focusing into more original projects rather than just American Horror Story. So I am interested in seeing this. This one also is going to be protagonized by Naomi Watts, so I feel interested enough, but sadly, since this one will be coming out when I'm gone, I will be watching this one when I return. I think that maybe this one will receive a review, but of course, it's going to take me some time. But most likely, I will be reviewing this one. Also, coming on October 13th to Shutter, the Italian slash French film Dark Glasses. This one is going to follow Diana, a young woman who lost her sight, finds a guide in Chinese boy named Chin. Together, they will track down a dangerous killer throughout the darkness of Italy. Now, this film it has already bad reviews and is receiving backlash because of the actress. She has some sexual harassment accusations from a few years ago. So many people are not going to watch this. I don't really feel interested in watching this one, so I will be skipping this one. Now, coming on October 14 on Netflix is the horror comedy The Curse of Rich Hollow. This one is going to follow a teenage girl who accidentally releases an ancient and mischievous spirit on Halloween, which causes decorations to come alive, and wreak havoc must team up with the last person she wants in order to save her town, her father. This one looks like a very family friendly comedy horror, like the type of film that maybe you have kids or little ones at your family, you guys will like sit down, maybe have a movie night, Halloween movie night to be more specific. This one, being completely honest, it doesn't look good, but it probably is going to be the type of film that a lot of people is going to watch just because it's on Netflix. I will give it a chance. I will not be reviewing it by any chance, but definitely I will be sitting down then and watching it because I'm just curious about it to see what they will bring up. They did Hobby Halloween. That was awful. Like I know that was the whole purpose. That was awful. So I am hoping that this one can be a little bit better. Now, also coming on October 14, it's the Spanish horror film Piggy, or in Spanish, Cerdita. Now, I read someone saying that this will be coming to Shudder, but I know that this one will be coming to theaters, at least in Spain, on October 14. It hasn't been confirmed yet if it will be coming to theaters on the US or, like I said, Shutter, because I didn't found any official releases of that. So I don't know, I'm just saying it just in case, but until now it's just a schedule on Spain. But still, I will be mentioning here because who knows if by the time by maybe they will say, oh hey, this film will be coming. The film follows Sarah, that is a teenager whose excess weight makes her the target of incessant bullying. She flees a cliche of capricious girls who torment her at the town pool, only to stumble upon them being brutally kidnapped by a stranger. This one has really good reviews. I have been restricting myself from reading more than I should because I don't want to spoil anything. But this one looks really, really good. I really like Spanish horror films. I think that from foreign horror films, they're one of my favorites. Like Spanish horror films are really good. So if you have the chance to watch this one or other Spanish horror films like Rec or The Orphanage, so good. Like you don't want to miss those. And of course, also coming on October 14, the highly expected conclusion of the Halloween trilogy, Halloween Ends. This one coming to movie theaters and Peacock on the same day is going to follow. The saga of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode comes to a spine-chilling climax in this final installment of the franchise. Now, of course, the final, but if something it's ending here, it's Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. Maybe you didn't know this, but this is indeed the last time that we'll be seeing at least Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. I know for sure that I'm going to cry. I have a feeling that this film is going to make me cry since Laurie Strode is one of my favorite final girls. And since it's the last time that we're going to be seeing Jamie Lee Curtis, and I am assuming that she's going to die. Like, I am assuming that she's going to kill Michael and, like, die with him. So we're going to be seeing Laurie Strode die once again, but instead of the thing that they did in Halloween Resurrection, maybe this one can be a little bit better, but still, I know that the film at the end is going to be an homage to everything that she has done for the franchise. And she's a scream queen, like she's an icon in horror. So I know for sure that it's going to be with a lot of emotions involved, and I know myself, I know that I'm going to cry in that one. So that one I'm going to try. Like, I can't make any promises, but since the film, by the time that will be coming, I think I might be able to take out some time of my trip to like sit down and record a video. I might be posting a review the next day that it comes out. So maybe on Saturday, maybe Sunday. I don't know how the Wi-Fi connection is going to work or my phone signal. Like, I don't know, but I'm going to try my best. I can't make any promises, but I'm going to try my best to push this review first because it's on my top priority. Like, I want to review other things, of course, but my priority on October, it's Halloween Ends. That's for sure. Now, coming on October 19 to FX is American Horror Story Season 11. The title? We don't know. The plot? We don't know. Teaser? Nothing. Like, nothing. Like, the only thing that is out is this unofficial poster, because I'm calling it unofficial since I only saw it on Twitter and not the official accounts of Ryan Murphy or the series. But since I'm recording this on Tuesday, September 27th, so I don't know if this will be confirmed on the next days. I am not sure, but supposedly I will be putting the pictures. It's supposed to be called American Horror Story NYC. Now, like I said, this is not confirmed, but according to this American Horror Story New York City takes place in the late 1970s in NYC and centers around a group of LGBTQ individuals targeted by serial killers. It also covers many other themes, including the AIDS crisis, NYC blackouts, and famous NYC serial killers. I am not surprised by the serial killers. Ryan Murphy is always going to try to find a way to get serial killers into the seasons, so I am not surprised. But like I said, this is not confirmed. This is not official. Only time will tell. Like I said, I am recording this on a Tuesday, and this video it will be coming on Saturday, October 1st. So of course, we don't know if by the time that this video is out, maybe another things came out. So just in case that I may be mistaken, it's because I am recording this, of course, days ahead of the day I will be posting it. Now coming on October 22 Shudder is VHS 99. Some of the films are better than others, but generally speaking, this is a really good franchise. I am not the biggest fan of found footage horror, but I can watch this ones and I think that they're really good, so that says something. Since by this time of the month I am returning home, this precise day I'm returning the 20th, maybe I will be able to film the video and upload it on Friday. So not making any promises, but most likely I will be able to film the video, and this will be my official return to the channel with this video. Now coming on October 25 to Netflix, it's Guillermo del Toro Cabinet of Curiosities. This series is going to follow. This anthology of sinister stories is told by some of today's most revered horror creators, including the directors of The Babadook, Splice, Mandy, and many more. I love everything that Guillermo del Toro has done. I love the man, like he's one of my favorite directors. So I am really excited to see what the hell he will be bringing with this. And this one, yes, I will be reviewing it since once again I will be back home by this. So since it's a series, it maybe take me like a day to like sit down and watch it, since I have a full-time job. So I can sit down and watch it and then do like this whole process. So maybe this one will take me a day or so, but this one will have a review as soon as I can. Now coming on October 28th to theaters, it's Pray for the Devil. This film has been pushed back so many times that I'm saying it has to be bad. Like, I'm sorry, but if a film is pushed back so many times, like Morbius, it can be good. But this film follows a nun that prepares to perform an exorcism and comes face to face with a demonic force with mysterious ties to her past. Sounds very basic, sounds very commercial, and it looks very commercial, so I don't have high hopes for this one. I may be wrong, but I will be reviewing that. I'm going to the theaters to watch this one. My boyfriend is going to heal me. He hates this type of specific horror. He hates it. But I'm like, you know what? That's good because I need someone else's perspective. But I don't think I'm going to enjoy it either, but it's what I do. So of course I will be reviewing this. And to end the month, we have coming to Netflix on October 28th, the animated film Wendell and Wild by Henry Selick, who directed both The Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline. Just in case, Tim Burton is the producer and the creator of the characters of The Nightmare Before Christmas, but he's not the actual director. It's Henry Selick, and he also did Coraline. So this one is going to follow two scheming demons brothers, Wendell and Wild, must face their arch nemesis, the demon-dusting nun sister Hallie, and her two acolytes, the goth teens Kat and Raoul. However, Raoul cannot see them, so Kat helps Wendell and Wild to help him. Definitely, I will be watching and reviewing this. I love animated horror, and more if it comes from Henry Selick. So this film promises a lot, and I am really excited to see it. And many good people behind this project. I love this type of horror animated films, so I am really excited for this one, and it promises a lot, so I am really excited. With that, we conclude the month. My back hurts, like this has been a really long video, but on the announcement, like I said, I am going on a trip for 3 weeks, meaning that the majority of these films and series I will not be reviewing it, but the projects that I will be definitely reviewing are Hellraiser, Chucky Season 2 once it ends, American Horror Story Season 11 once it ends, Halloween ends, Pray for the Devil, Guillermo del Toro Cabinets of Curiosities, and Wendell and Wild. But if there's any other specific film or series that you would like me to review and you're willing to wait for me to come back home, leave it down on the comments down below. I will do it. Like, if you guys are interested enough, for example, if I see that many people are saying we want a review of The Midnight Club or of Interview with the Vampire or things like that. If you guys are really interested in one specific project that I didn't mention that I will be reviewing, let me know down below so that I can schedule the reviews so everything can go as smoothly as I can. By the time that you're watching this, I am on a plane or on my first destination. Since it's a long trip, I'm going to more than one place, so I'm really excited for October. It's going to be a crazy month, more with me on a long trip, but I will be trying my best to not like disappear or something. I will be posting, of course, on Instagram and TikTok if you want to follow me on my trip there, and also my Halloween content, since I do a series of Halloween costumes, one each day. But well, horror freaks, happy spooky season. October is finally here. This is our month. Let's enjoy it, let's embrace it, and let's have a good month. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.